Hello world. So today I'm going to chat about saying yes to no's. And so I got thinking today, my Voxer app went off and it was from my gal pals, and one of my friends was sending an invite out. It was at like noon. Well, it was like 11:50, before noon. And she said, "Hey, who is interested in meeting up today?" Her kids were gone off to a movie, and her husband took them to go see that new Avenger. I don't even know. I don't keep up on all those movies. Some new like action movie, and so she had the day off today, and well, I guess day off. That's weird. But if you're a parent, you know, when your kids are gone, your husband's gone, you have a day off because you're like, ooh, what do I get to do today? I don't have to be responsible for anyone. And so she was asking if anyone wanted to go out and have some lunch. And my first default response, always in my brain, is no, I'll just stay home today. I'll just putz around the house, do what I want to do, and not go out. I enjoy going out. I love socializing, but I think I've just gotten in such a habit of being such a homebody and cherishing my alone time because I too have the day off today. The husband and child are gone for the day, and so I could just do whatever I wanted today. And so I was going to just sit on the couch and watch YouTube videos and maybe read a book and stuff I do often. And I was thinking, I'm like, well, that would be so much fun to go out with her today, catch up, chat, socialize. And after I had that conversation with myself in my head, weighing out the pros and the cons and what I should do and shouldn't do, I'm like, just go for it. Go for it. And some people might think, just go out and have fun. But I think for me, I have become such a homebody, and I feel like, not that the outside world scares me, because it doesn't, but I think you just get in such a habit, such a routine of not going out, and because I don't have to go to a job, 9 to 5, or do anything. I don't have a have to's hardly at all in life. And so it's great on one hand because I love not having to have to, but on the other hand, having to have to gets you out of your little comfort zone and pushes you and challenges you. And so I'm like, I'm going to stop saying no and start saying yes to more no's, and and just see what happens. Because I used to be so spontaneous. Well, when I say so spontaneous, spontaneous for me, in like my 20s and early 30s. My husband, he is pretty sure he's lead SE. I haven't figured out if he's ESTP or if he's an ESFP. I keep going back and forth, back and forth. 1 minute, all of a sudden, oh yeah, that's so ESTP. And then I'm like, maybe that's ESFP. So it's very hard to distinguish between those two. He is for sure lead SE. I mean, there's hands down no denying that. He is an action guy and just lives in the moment, and loves all sensory things and just can't get enough of them. I mean, yeah. And I love that about him. And he has definitely got me out of my comfort zone throughout the years of our marriage. And where I really see it, like for example, when we're watching YouTube. So if I'm watching YouTube and watching a video and something triggers something in my mind, a concept or a thought or something somebody says, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that's like, or I wonder what that's about. And then I will go search out that topic that I'm intrigued about and I'm thinking about, and kind of go down those rabbit holes, and then watch another video, and if somebody says something in there that expands more on it or narrows something down, I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. And then I'll, search in another topic from that topic. And so that's kind of how I rabbit hole down YouTube. He, on the other hand, he'll watch a video, and on the side, he will see, this video that's, kind of, how they just suggest, oh, if you like this video or that. I don't know. I don't even pay attention to those videos on the side, but he'll finish a video and either start that video that sometimes starts up again, or he'll see something on the side and he'll click on it, and then he watches that, and then he'll see something else on the side and click on that. And so he visually sees these rabbit holes to go down. And he can start out from like, I'm going to learn how to change the oil in the car today, and start Googling or YouTubing how to do that. And 2 hours later, he is watching Army fails videos, or, some type of weird fails gone wrong or something like that. And I'm like, oh, are we not going to change the oil today? And he's like, oh, I forgot. And he's so funny that way, where I'll get caught up in rabbit holes, but I don't seem to lose my original thought. It'll be like the same thought, but slightly different on that thought. Like just another perspective to kind of get the whole thought narrowed down, or see other people's perspectives to kind of piece my understanding down. I don't know. So that's where we totally will go down rabbit holes, but on a total different avenue. So he'll see the stuff on the side. He's hilarious. So I want to introduce you guys to him when coming up in some of the videos, and you guys can see if you think he's ESTP or ESFP or totally something wrong. But I'm 90% sure he's lead SE. So back to going out today and saying yes to no, I'm boxed her back and I said, I'm in. Let me hop in the shower and I'll meet you there in, an hour. And I was so excited. And I knew the minute I said yes, I got giddy. I'm like, oh, it's going to be so much fun. I haven't seen him for maybe a week or two. And we always have such good conversations, and I adore her. And I think she's an ESTJ. And I, for some reason, am surrounded by a lot of SI lead people. And I find them so fascinating. We're so different, and I don't know why, but I'm 90% sure she's an ESTJ. She's lead TE. I mean, she is just lead TE. And then I have another good friend who I think is another ESTJ or an ISTJ. And then my sister is an ISFJ. I think my best friend of 40 years is ISFJ. And I don't know why I'm so drawn to the SIs, but I am. I don't know. I get along with them so well, and they find me very interesting. I feel like I am constantly saying to my SI friends, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Like, I always feel like when I'm talking to them and I'm in my brain, everything makes sense. But then there's always such a disconnect with my brain to my mouth to the words that are actual. And I hear myself saying the words and they're not what I was thinking at all. I'm like, that is not what my brain was just thinking about 2 seconds before I said it. And so I'm sometimes like, did that even make sense? It made sense up in here. And then I put it in reality and I'm like, ooh, that's confusing. So I find myself always saying, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? And because maybe I don't know what that is. Do you guys relate to that at all? And I'm still trying to figure out my type. I see a great argument for ENFP. I see a great argument for INFJ. I see a great argument for ISFP. I just don't see like ISFJ. I am pretty sure my sister's an ISFJ, and her and I get along so well. I know they say that the same types, if you spend too much time together, you'll get on each other's nerves. But maybe she's not an ISFJ. She could be an ESFP. I don't know. You know, it is so hard. And I think that's why I'm so worried about coming out and claiming I'm something when I'm not positive, and I keep wanting to know for sure. And it's not that I don't trust other people, if they say this, but it's because so many people have seen so many different things from me. I mean, I have gotten everything from ESFJ to ISFJ, ISFP, INFP, ENFP, INFJ, ENFJ, yeah. But the consensus is all Fs. So I know, I mean, if somebody came out and said, oh, you're a T, I'll be like, what? So I definitely lead with F over T. And I feel like I'm more of a either IJ or EP because I do think I have my two deciders in the middle. It's really easy for me to double decide. Anytime somebody is complaining about somebody, like for example, say my ESTJ friend is complaining about somebody that we know, and she doesn't really. I'm just saying, say she does. She will say, so and so said this, and I don't what, and I'm like, well, maybe they didn't mean that. Maybe they meant this, and maybe from this perspective they meant to say, or maybe you took it this way. So I'm always feeling like I'm playing the referee when it comes to people, and so it's so easy for me to see all sides of people. I don't see in black and white. I see gray with people. And I don't like making harsh claims about somebody because that's not truth. Like if somebody said something really mean, I wouldn't think that they're a mean person. I would just say, boy, that was mean what they said. And I would concentrate and think more about the thing they said versus why they said it. I mean, I think I would think, why would somebody say that? But I don't like think about, yeah, I wouldn't label them as just a mean person because they said, a mean thing or many mean things, because some people just keep making same mistakes over and over. And, but obviously, if they're going to keep being mean to me in particular, I'll just won't be the friend anymore. I don't have time to give people a million chances. I'll give quite a few chances. And that might be the Enneagram 9 in me, that I will take a lot of abuse from people and give people the benefit of the doubt, probably more than they deserve in some aspects, because I'm always rationalizing, like, well, maybe they meant this, or maybe well, I bet maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe, and I'm always thinking about that. And so it takes a lot for me to finally just say, I am done, no more. And there's only been a few people in my life that I've had to cut out and move on. And when I do, it's like, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel bad. I rarely think about them ever again. It's like it's just been done. It's just been said. Put it in stone. So, yeah. So I ended up like meeting her for lunch, and we had the best talk, and she is really great at listening to all the personality stuff from me, because I have definitely have driven my friends and family crazy and talking about it a lot. I try to, not, but it keeps coming out because it is consuming me. And I'm like, why is it consuming so much? Why is this so important right now in my life that I figure all this out? I don't know. I have not gotten this obsessed over something, and I don't know how long. But I'm loving it because it's giving me like a purpose and a drive that I haven't had for a while. So it's been great. And so her and I chatted about it a ton today at lunch, and she's great. She's so much fun. I don't know. And I think also when they talk about being energized by people and introverts and extroverts and where you expend your energy, and I really feel like I'm balanced very much. I definitely need my downtime and my quiet time and my like time. But after I've been with somebody for just a few hours, a small group of friends, a few friends, I'm like, ooh, it's like recharges my battery and feel energized. So I could see E or I for me. I mean, if I have to think overall, I don't know, because even when I am home alone by myself, I will text people, I will call people, I'll Facebook message people, I will watch videos and feel like I'm interacting with them, even though we're not having a conversation. I still feel like I'm getting like human contact. So when I am home alone, I'm really not home alone when I think of alone. So yeah, the thought of me being in the woods, no internet, no family, no friends, no, that's like, ooh, that's not me. Like, I could not be the Unabomber on so many levels. Or hermit. Why did I think of the Unabomber when I thought alone in a cabin in the mountains? But yeah, like a hermit. I just know I need people. Definitely need people. So, all right, I'm at about 20 minutes, and I know I probably really went off of topic, but I guess I just wanted to talk about saying yes to my no's more often. And I think I'm going to make May the month of yeses. And like every time I want to say no, I'm just going to say yes and see where that gets me after a whole month. I wonder how much it'll change me or my mood or my outlook. I'll let you know. The end of May, I will not have said no. But shh, don't tell my husband that, because you know where he's going to take that. Don't tell him that. Alrighty, bye.